I'm Adlan. Today I'm going to talk about types of market structure. Well, first of all, what's market structure? Market structure refers to how businesses are distinguished and grouped according to the products they sell and how external circumstances and aspects impact their activities and operations. Understanding the various traits of various markets is made simpler by market structure. And types of market structure, perfect competition, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, monopoly. Well, first of all, I'm going to talk about the perfect competition. Well, in a perfect competitive market, the force of supply and demand determine the number of goods and services produced as well as market prices set by the companies in the market. For instance, foreign exchange is a great example of perfect competition because a single entity cannot control the market, and each person is offering the same product. Granted, the value of currencies fluctuates even on minute basis, but this fluctuation is the same for each individual. Moreover, entering and the existing foreign exchanges is as well. Well, I just said example, but I showed examples too. For example, foreign exchange markets, as I talked about, agricultural markets, and internet-related industries. And in the right-hand side, there's a simple picture which explains basically what's perfect competition. Well, now I'm going to talk about monopolistic competition market structure. Unlike perfect competition, monopolistic competition doesn't assume the lowest possible cost of production. The little difference in the definition leaves room for huge differences in how the companies operate in the market. The companies under a monopolistic competition structure sell very similar products with slight differences they use as the base of their marketing and advertising. For instance, the two globally reputed coffee chains both sell similar product. For example, Starbucks and Dunkin'. They sell similar product, coffee, but the coffee is not the same at both outlets. The difference is created by the quality of coffee, customer service, or hospitality and the prices. Well, again, we have simple examples: restaurants, hairdressers, clothing, and TV programs. Now, monopoly competition market structure. Monopolies and competitive markets sit at either end of market structure extremes. However, both minimize cost and maximize profit where there are many competitors in perfect competition. In monopolistic markets, there is just one supplier. High barriers to entry into the monopoly market leave a mono or lone company standing, so there is no price competition. The supplier is a price maker setting a price that increases profits. For example, Google. Its competitors are Microsoft and Yahoo, but they own a very small share of the market too in a downward trend. Google makes a majority of its money from advertising, and the same can be clearly seen that it controls most of the global advertising revenue. And De Beers and Diamonds, local natural gas company, and Microsoft and Windows, as I mentioned, are just basic examples of monopoly competition market structure. The last one is oligopoly competition. Not all companies aim to sit as a single building in a city. Oligopolies have companies that collaborate or work together to limit competition and dominate a different market or industry. The companies under oligopoly market structure can be small or large. However, the most powerful firms often have patents, finance, and physical resources which control raw materials that create barriers to entry for new firms. For example, a large portion of the music market is controlled by three major companies: Japanese-owned Sony Music, French-owned Universal Music Group, and US-owned Warner Music Group. Now, I'm going to talk about the characteristics of types of market structure. Well, perfect competition. Under perfect competition, there are a large number of buyers and sellers in the market. Under competition, the firms have no control over the price. They have to sell the products at a predetermined by the industry. Under perfect competition, firms are free to exit and enter the market at any point in time. This means that there is no obstruction for a new firm to produce a similar product produced by the existing firms in the market. Monopoly competition. Under monopoly competition, there is only one firm producing the product. Being a single firm, there is a complete control over the supply and price of the product. There is no substitute for the products produced by monopolistic firms. Under monopoly competition, there is a strong barrier for the other firms to enter the market. Also, once a monopoly firm starts producing the product, no other firms produce the same. Now, monopolistic competition. Under monopolistic competition, a large number of firms sell closely related products. Product differentiation is an important characteristic of monopolistic competition. This differentiation could be based on quality, packaging, color, etc. For instance, you must have seen different brands of shampoos. Even if they look different and have different the product has the same use. Under monopolistic competition, firms spend large amounts of money on advertisements of their product to attract more and more customers. Every firm tries to promote its product through an advertisement, for which it bears some extra cost over and above its cost of production. And oligopoly competition. Well, in the oligopoly market, once prices of the products are fixed by the firms, it's normal, not changeable. Hence, the price of the products is rigid. As there are very few firms in the oligopoly market, there is a tendency among them to collaborate to avoid competition. They secretly meet each other to negotiate price and quantity. The aim behind this is to maximize the profit. In the oligopoly market, selling costs such as advertisement, promotion, sales, etc. to sell the product are determined by the firms. And it's the comparison of types of market structure. We're in 3-2-1 style, and I'm going to talk about three things I learned, two things I'll apply in my real life, and the one thing I would like to learn more about. Well, three things I learned. I learned about market structure and its characteristics. There is no substitute for the products produced by monopolistic firms. Under perfect competition, there are a large number of buyers and sellers in the market. Two things I will apply. As I learned about market structure comprehensively, I'll use this knowledge in my future business to be successful. And secondly, under monopoly competition, there is a strong barrier for the other firms to enter the market. However, I'll try to compete with it in the future as I want to open a casino that will take the whole monopoly at least in numerous countries. And the last one is one thing I want to learn more about. Well, I want to search more about the success strategies of the market structure. And these are my references. Thank you for your attention.